Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm going to talk about whether you should start over or continue with your old account in Raid Shadow Legends. The game has changed quite a bit over the years, and if you have an old Raid Shadow Legends account somewhere, then is it worth continuing with that one, or are there reasons that you should actually start a new account? I also know that people start second accounts so that they can sometimes use like the referral program so that they refer themselves and then they can get the referral program rewards on their main account, but that's a different thing. This is about playing your main account, start over or continue playing with the old one. And what has changed the most are the champions that are available to you in the early game through two sources. First, there are creator links. So many creators have links that if you start your account with that link, then you get champions, sometimes even like a legendary champion, a couple of epic champions. So you get quite a lot of champions through those. Then there are new player promo codes. There's actually a huge variety of these new player promo codes. There's like almost 20 of them, but you can only use one per account and you have to do it early, right after starting the account. And some of these new player only promo codes give you top tier legendary characters. So couple of legendaries, couple of epics, that's quite a lot of resources compared to if you have a few years old raid account. And as it happens, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, and they gave me one of these creator links, and actually one of the better creator links, because if you start a new account with my link, you can see it here on the QR code or down below in the description, you'll get Elenaril, a legendary after the tutorial. Well, she's kind of mediocre, but then you get Tagoar and you get Uugo at level 15 and at level 30, and those two are absolutely top tier support epics. And good support champions are hard to come by, so these are really, really valuable. And furthermore, you can also use a new player code within 24 hours of creating your account. And at the time I'm making this video, because there's like 20 of these codes, but 3 are better than the others in my opinion. First of all, there's DESERTQUEEN for Tuhanarak, a strong support champion. I started a new account recently and I chose Tuhanarak myself, and I have not been disappointed. She is awesome. But if you want to get a little bit more DPS in, you could use DEMONSLAYER for Tholin Foulbeard, damage clear for both PvE and PvP, or Monkey King for Sun Wukong, who is still a very strong PvP champion. So given that kind of pool of champions available for a new account, let's take a bit of a deeper look into when you should reroll. For example, I gave Raid a brief try when it was new, and I didn't know what I was doing back then, and I just found my account from back then and it looked like this. So this is a list of my best champions from that account that I played a little bit many years ago. And this one is a very easy restart. There's nothing valuable on this account, even though I have played a little bit and they have some levels, but starting anew, getting all those top tier champions, it's going to be so much better. So that was an easy choice, but what if you have a little bit of a better account? You can think of it like this. With the current links and codes, you will get around 2 top tier epics and a top tier legendary. Do you have that on your old account? Or do you just have some rares and maybe like 1 good epic or 1 good legendary? Because you're going to get 3 top tier champions. And even if you have a level 60, maybe even if you have like 2 level 60s, getting those top tier champions can still be worth it if your level 60s just aren't that great. But there is one important caveat. You might have something that is no longer available in the game, because there have been various champions that have only been available for a limited period of time, and there is absolutely no way to acquire them right now. Some of those champions are actually also really good. So if you have a super good champion that cannot be acquired anymore, then that is an incentive to continue with your old account. First and foremost of these is Ninja, collaboration with the famous streamer Ninja. Initially available in 2021, Plarium did make Ninja come back. This is the only champion that has been available for a limited time and then came back. It was again available in August 2024. But Ninja is really strong and we don't know if it's going to be available ever again, so that would be one reason to consider continuing with your old account. Another one, and I'm so sad that I don't have this one, Xena Warrior Princess. These champions that are no longer available, these are typically partnerships with some other IP, so they have had limited time that they can give these out. Xena was available in 2023, 2024 at the turn of the year. She is not quite as strong as Ninja, but she is still a very strong champion and no longer available. Then in 2024 there was this collaboration with Monster Hunter, and there were 5 champions in the Monster Hunter collaboration. 4 of them are quite strong, and then there's one that's pretty lackluster. So Rathalos Blademaster, Alatrion Blademaster, Nergihant the Archer, and Zinokra Blademaster are pretty good, and might be something that you might consider holding on to an account that has some of those. Some of the champions that are no longer available are not that great, so then you might wonder, okay, well, this would be kind of unique, I can't get this anymore, but is it really useful? So then there's only really the collector aspect, and that applies to these champions. First there was Alexander the Sharpshooter, the Counter-Strike player symbol from 2021, quite power crept at this point, so not really that great. Then there's Ronda, collaboration with Ronda Rousey, the wrestler, from 2022-2023. Ronda is not bad. Ronda is about on par with Kale, for example. You could think about it like that. So, alright, it's a nice champion, but it's definitely not something that you can't get a better one. Then Fatalis Blademaster from that Monster Hunter collaboration 2024, the weakest of the bunch, so not really worth it. And then from turn of last year, He-Man and Skeletor. Neither of them have made that much of an impression, but of course they are also no longer available. So that was the list of all the champions that are no longer available in the game. Every other champion in the game can still be acquired, and few of those are really strong still. Some of these not so great, so you would only hold on to them from sentimental value. But of course in Raid no one is irreplaceable. There are multiple champions that can handle any task. You don't need any specific champion to succeed in the game. But some of those old ones, especially that Ninja, might be something that, hey, it's just so cool to blast away with Ninja, and it's so strong as well. But if you're coming back to Raid, it's good to know that there's a whole bunch of good champions available for new accounts right now, and that might affect your decision whether to continue with an old one or whether to start a new. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.